What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the STBN server. Alright, here we are, back down in here. You guys have seen this stuff now, so that was, and if you haven't actually, it's in my 250 sub special. This is because you guys are badass and amazing. Okay, so what we are working on today is a nice little project. It's going to help us with some stuff that we're going to be doing in the near future. So I've already done a little bit of pre-planning here. And you can see I've already dug out, started placing some blocks, and this is going to just kind of help me along with the redstone as I'm doing my thing. And we are obviously working with redstone today. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building an auto refilling potion station. Alright, so this thing is going to be one of the most badass things that you've ever seen. It will brew potions non-stop. When you run out, it'll, well, not even run out, when you take 2 or 3 potions out, it'll brew a fresh batch and fill up the chest for you. So you're never, ever, ever going to have to run out of potions ever again. It's pretty badass if you ask me. Pretty amazing. So yeah, we're going to be filling in this area here. I'm using iron blocks because, why not? I have the iron farm now, and it is producing a very nice amount. I'm not going to say it's like OP by any means, like it's no Iron Titan, but for one person, yeah, that's more than enough. So we will probably never run out of iron, and I've been using it quite a bit, making hoppers and stuff like that, because there's another big project that we're going to be starting on today too. Because what the plan is for me, I plan on doing a little bit of building with you guys on both of these things, but because of the size and complexity of, especially this one, this isn't as big, but the other one is freaking huge. So that there is going to be a little bit more of a difficult build, something where, you know, it's not super interesting work. I have to replace like 4,500 slabs, so, you know, to give you an idea of how big that project is. But I just don't want to, I don't want you guys to be sitting there going, wow, look, he spent 45 minutes placing slabs, yay, best episode ever. Yeah, so that's the reason why. I figure if I could do a little bit of the building with you guys on camera and go off camera and do the rest of it, then kind of maybe I might not even be this episode that I bring you guys back to show you what I've actually done with the other one, because the other one I'm going to kind of leave it as a surprise, and I also have to go get some more stuff. One, I need a lot of trees, and the other one I need 250 layers of snow. So that is going to be a thing. I do need this guy right across here. So what this does is basically it uses minecarts and comparators basically to read what is in a chest, and once it goes down below a certain number, then it'll send out the minecart and it'll start triggering off things and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, so that's what it does. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do, guys, I will continue building this off camera, and I'll take you to the other location. Since we have this pretty much laid out where we want it, how the hell did I screw that up? Because that's got to go right up. Oh shit! Need these guys all lined up in here, and don't worry, guys. It'll be lit up like crazy. And here, I'll show you guys. Let me just cut quickly. I'll throw together the outline of this, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back here, and I have the general outline done. So this is going to be where you select your potions kind of thing, how full, this is where the brewing stands are going to go, this is where chests are going to be, And then around the back, started out the layout of what we're going to be doing here. So this is actually going to tell you whether or not this is actually full or not. Comparators. Yes. No. Yep. Bonk. Like that. And then we have torches going all the way along like this here. And let's see, I think it's repeaters. Right there. These are in the wrong spot. Come on, get it out of the way. There. And we have more repeaters. I wonder if I could do these from up here. Yeah. Takes a pro to be able to place these backwards. Now the torches go here. And then what's going to happen is, like, it's going to read what we have underneath here. There'll be, what do you call them, hoppers that'll be underneath there, and whether or not they're full, they'll send out a signal, turn this torch on or off. There'll be a piston with a redstone block, and it'll turn the lights on or off depending on what's going on. So this is the general layout. You can actually see now how big this thing is going to be now, because you know me, guys, like I don't care about small shit. It's not about small, it's about big, OP, huge, going massive, making people cry because there's so much lag when they come over to your base. That's the best thing ever. I love that. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to gather up the other resources that I need, and I'll meet you guys at the next location for the next build. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, here we are behind the mushroom house, going out towards the far, far end of the island. And we have our chests full of a bunch of stuff. Look at this. 500 sticky pistons. I think it's like 541 or something. What dispenser? 20 redstone torches, 290 redstone dust, 20 tripwire hooks, 2 levers, which the buttons and the dispenser we probably won't need right off the hop. Same with the rails or the trap door. What that part is for, the dispenser, the trap door, the buttons, the powered rail, and possibly one of the levers, is to have a spot so that we can actually release these guys out into an area, which I'm probably going to put over there, which will be like a charged creeper farm. But for the time being, what we're going to do is we're going to have just a drop tube, drop them down here, and it'll be a spot where we can kind of AFK. As long as we're 128 blocks within that range there, they should all spawn. And the greatest thing is there's no hostile mobs. You saw that one skeleton that's over there. Other than that, there won't be any hostile mobs. So when you hit the F3 key and you see the entity count, we will never be anywhere near the mob cap because of the fact that there's nothing around here and nothing can spawn. And since we're going to be doing what I'm going to be doing, which is the creeper only farm. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I need my doit. Where's my doit? There we go. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to head up here about 60, 70, 80 blocks, something like that. Let's see, what are we at? 66? Yeah, we got to head up quite a ways. So let's just get that down there, that there. And start doing a good old stack up. I hate the damn eating. You know what? You're not gonna eat. Screw you. I got work to do. Alright, so let's just stack up here. Let's see how high we gotta go. Don't want to be too high, but also don't want to be too close down because you have to have a falling mechanism and everything like that for them. Sorry for the weird cut there, guys. I was just checking the Y level. I'm at 97. Just wanted to make sure that that's where I was at. So what we're going to be doing, this is going to be the tricky part because slabs are still stupid. We're going to go right to here like this. And now what I'm going to be doing is almost like 50 by 50, something like that. It's going to be big. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be huge, and I got a lot of pinky shifting, all that kind of stuff that I got to do, and also the glitching that usually happens with this wonderfully awesome kick-assedness. Now, as you can see, what we're doing here is we're doing it on the bottom half of the slab, so nothing would be able to spawn on top of here. So I don't have to worry about mob spawning, because now you can... Right now, we are actually still in... Mushroom? Nope. In the ocean. There's a mushroom island right there. So this doesn't really matter, because the creeper farm is going to actually be further in center. What we're building here is the roof that's going to... not protect, but cover up the mob system so that it's always dark. No matter what time of the day, we're always going to have this thing around, and it will help us to keep it all dark, have creepers spawning non-stop. So basically, I'm making a gunpowder / TNT factory. The only thing I need to do now is build Panda 49994's sand duplicator that you can do in the end, so that I can get infinite amount of sand to combine with this infinite amount of gunpowder that I get. So guys, I've got a lot of work ahead of me here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the episode. This might be considerably shorter than what you're used to with me, but because of the amount of work that's involved with both of these builds, especially the creeper farm, I'll build the top part and I'll release an episode a little bit sooner than normal, and I'll hopefully have this whole roof off and roof on, and then we can start building the creeper farm potentially together, because like I said, all of these here I have to place. I think there's 4,274 slabs that I have to place, and when you're doing these in vanilla shifting with the pinky, it becomes tedious work. Alright guys, we're back here on the island. Holy crap, I think I'm going insane, like literally. I think maybe you should call for help. Look at spewing up beef all over the place. I brought this with me so that we could put it down here, because it gets dark and it's scary. And I built this. Okay, so this here is a 61 by 61 square. I'm not done. You have to fill in all the blanks, but I thought I'd do the outline, bring you guys back for a bit of an update, just to kind of show you what the hell is going on here. I've got a couple layers. Obviously, I had to put this one in here so that I could start at the bottom. I've got that one there so that I could have a layer to start doing the bottom part there. And I just realized I gotta grab a couple pieces of glass. So what's gonna happen, how this is a creeper farm, a creeper only farm. See, no skeletons, no zombies, no endermen, nothing will spawn here except for creepers. Now how we do is we use a height restriction to get these little buggers on our side, the way we want things. Okay, now I'll take you up to the top and sort of explain how that works. So we're gonna go up to the next level right here. So there. So inside this glassed off area, this whole thing is actually going to be filled with water. Oops. Want that there. There we can get in. Okay, so this is all going to be filled with water. It's going to be flowing from here down into here, and then same thing from here to here to here, and then we're going to have a water stream going into here, down here, right to there, into there, down to there, right to there, and then they're going to go along and shoot out the bottom right over here somewhere, right around here. There'll be a little drop chute. So this has absolutely nothing to do with the farm itself, aside from pushing them where I want them to go. So we need a way to be able to restrict how these things spawn. And the easiest way to do this is entities will actually block other entities from spawning. So what we can do is, we know what the height of a creeper is, we know what the height of a skeleton and a zombie are. So a skeleton and a zombie can actually spawn in a 2 high area, and we know, I believe, that if you put what is it, I think a trapdoor, zombies can't spawn, skeletons can't spawn, And there's a whole other kind of mechanic, but what we can do is that we actually use layers of snow and stack them up. I think it's 7 layers that you need, and then if we put a boat on top of the snow layer, whatever is underneath it, as long as it's dark enough, and when we get this roof on, it will be, it'll actually count that there is something. So say like this is where the block is right here, and if you spawn underneath this, if that block right here is only like 7/8 high, the only thing that can spawn in this block because of the height restriction is a creeper. So what's going to happen is we'll have creepers spawn on a solid block, and there'll be tripwires on it. So as soon as one spawns, the piston's going to protract, and then it'll fall down to the depth. This has been used before for like Enderman Farm and stuff like that. I think Gold Farm and Enderman Farm are probably the 2 most common. So we're going to use the same mechanic, but we're actually using boats to restrict how high of an area, because you can't put anything else. You can't put a block at 7/8. You can't put anything else. A door, trap door, mob head, anything like that won't work. So the only way to do it is to actually put a snow layer down 7 high, put a boat on top, and then that'll actually block it. So that's what we're going to do, guys. As you can see, I have a lot. So what I do here is I leave a 3 wide gap and I put 2. So what I can do is I can actually run back and forth like this as I'm pointing on the slab to place the row there, and then keep bringing it in closer, and then as I go I keep going back. So that's how I'm going to do that, guys. I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of an update before I took off for the day. It's going to be a little bit shorter of an episode, not by much. I mean, I think we're probably around like 17-18 minutes, so not that big of a deal. But that's what we're working on right there, and also the potion farm. So the potion farm, the potion brewer probably won't be done by the next episode, but I'm hoping that this one will be, and I'm hoping that someone will come on to give me a hand with this, because as you can see, it's a pretty damn big build. But I expect to be doing this by myself, and by the time you guys come back in the next episode, we're going to have a shitload of gunpowder. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.